This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek, which is being held virtually this year. Joining me right now is Heye Daun. He is the founder and CEO of Osino Resources. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is OSI on the TSX venture. Heye, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
Right, thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you on. So let's start with a very quick overview and history of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. So Osino is a gold exploration company active in Namibia. We have some nice track record in terms of management. I sold another Namibian project to B2Gold some years ago. And so Osino is really my attempt to do it again. And we had some success lately. We made an exciting discovery, which looks like it's going to have scale and it's going to tick a lot of boxes. So we're busy drilling that. So we're quickly evolving out of the exploration stage into the development stage soon. And lastly, we've got some really high quality money behind ourselves. First and foremost, Ross Beatty, who's our biggest shareholder, and then a bunch of good institutions, etc. So that's really the essence of Osino.
All right, well, let's unpack that a little bit. You just said that the company has made what you think is a new discovery. So what would you say makes this discovery and project unique and different compared to your peers out there?
Yeah, certainly. I would say first and foremost, it is the scale and the footprint that it already has, coupled with the disseminated, which is a bit of a technical term, but coupled with the geological nature, which means that the gold is quite continuous and quite predictable. And that all lends itself to scale, meaning to big, likely multi-million ounce style resources. I think that's what you asked. So that's the unique aspect. It promises to be big.
And just to quickly follow up on working in Namibia, I mean, you clearly have experience there already, having sold the project already to B2Gold. You know, what's the current geopolitical climate there? Is it very open and friendly to mining and the mining industry?
Yeah, you've said it. I mean, I should have mentioned that I'm a Namibian citizen by birth, actually. My family are cattle ranchers in Namibia, so I've got deep roots and history there. I'm a mining engineer. You probably ask me that later. And operating in Namibia, it comes naturally to me being a sort of son of the soil. But even objectively speaking, it's socially and economically and everything, it's in good shape. You can, like for North American listeners, you can imagine it to be similar to Nevada, actually, or some people say Texas, or Western Australia. So it's a desert environment, sparsely populated, very good infrastructure, long established mining history, and it's actually got quite a mining-friendly government, but also population, because Namibia is still an African country. It needs economic development, and people realize what mining, the force for good that mining can be. That's why it's actually a really welcoming environment to be operating in.
It's also got great surf, by the way. At some point, I hope to get out there just for that.
You know, it's got a world famous wave that was discovered by some American surfers. It's quite something, and it's a new thing. I have heard about that. Yeah, should come out.
Very good. So you actually just alluded to my next question, talking about your background. So, you know, what then led you? You already mentioned that you sold a previous project to B2Gold. So then, what led to the founding of Osino?
Okay. So yes, I'm a Namibian. I said that I'm a mining engineer by training. I would say one of the unique aspects that I bring to the table is that I've literally sat on all sides of the table in terms of my career. So I've built and operated gold mines. I've worked in debt finance. I've worked in equity finance for a big fund management institute in South Africa. And eventually I became an entrepreneur with that last deal in Namibia that we sold to B2. And B2 really did a great job building a very successful and profitable mine on that project, which at the time when I sold it was still seen to be somewhat marginal, but B2 turned it into a rocket. And that gave me the conviction to try and do it again. So here I am. Luckily, you know, I started off my entrepreneurial career with a nice hit, and that enabled me to be able to raise money, risk money, even in the downturn in the last few years. That's how we got going with Osino. That's how Ross Beatty came in. And now we're just doing it again, following the same model that's worked before.
And Heye, from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts for the rest of this year going into 2021?
Okay, so between now and the end of the year, lots of drilling. We're in the advanced exploration stage, and especially focused on our discovery, defining and expanding that discovery and actually turning it into a maiden resource. So by the end of, let's say early next year, maybe late this year, we'll have a maiden resource. So that's a key event. And then we plan to follow that up shortly thereafter in the new year with a PEA. We're actually doing quite a lot of PEA type of work at the moment, med test work and various other things. So I think, so therefore the key catalyst, mix of drilling, technical work leading into the PEA and the maiden resource. I think those are the key aspects.
And where can my audience go and find everything they need to know about Osino Resources?
So I think the best place is the website, www.osinoresources.com. And obviously on it, you'll find my email address. Anybody feel free to reach out to me. I'll try to talk to everybody, and always willing to have conversations and explain further.
You really mean that, because you took the time to talk to me today. So I appreciate that. but Heye, what?
No, we have a lot of passion about our project. We think it's going places. And so we love sharing that. And yeah, thank you.
Very good. All right. Well, Heye, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe. Good luck. And I look forward to our next update.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Again, my name is Robert Kraft. I'm your host on SNN.Network, proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit, Beaver Creek, being held virtually this year. Heye will be there on behalf of Osino Resources. And thank you all for watching today.